How you been, first off, man?
I've been all right.
Family good? Your mom good?
It's good to see
man.
you. Good to see you all right. You're sharp as usual.
Appreciate it, man.
Energetic as usual.
Appreciate it, man.
You know, so I'm glad that you're okay.
I appreciate the civil discussion, man. A lot of the people getting a little crazy, but we already talked about this. You know what? We don't support that violence and getting crazy. People need to talk it through, man.
Yeah, so what I like to do, because since I just started my platform,
Nice.
what I like to do is try to show how interfaith dialogue, even though we fundamentally disagree on everything, basically.
Everything? Not everything.
I said basically.
Come on, bro.
I said
we
basically.
both believe there is a God.
We do.
Okay, so we don't. That's a pretty big fundamental. That's not.
I said
Look. Let me take it one. Let me say something, all right?
Yeah.
I think we agree on a lot more than we disagree on.
Yeah, I think that.
Right? Okay, let me go with that, right? We both believe there is a creator.
Yeah.
Right? We both believe that creator sent guidance.
Yeah.
Like atheists, agnostics, the majority of the people that are nowadays attacking our moral values would disagree with that.
Yeah.
Me and you both disagree with LGBTQ lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Right? Or you selling out?
No.
You're keeping it real, right? No, I'm serious because a lot of your Christian brethren be selling out on that stuff, bro.
Absolutely right. You're
See how much we agree on?
You're absolutely
All
right.
right, let me keep going. Abortion.
Yeah.
How you gonna say we fundamentally on everything?
No, I didn't say
just caught him on
everything.
again.
Basically.
All right. Fundamental beliefs like there's a God.
So like,
All right, now hold on. Let me one more thing.
Sure.
Jews would say Jesus was born out of wedlock. Me and you would both agree that he was born miraculously to Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
So me and you actually agree on more than you and Jews.
Sure.
Okay, so I think we got a lot more we agree on.
This is what I was saying.
All right.
Even though we have, let's say, many
Fundamental disagreements.
we can still do this.
Sure.
Laugh as we're just talking,
Yep.
dapping it up,
Yep.
chopping it up.
Yep.
And I want more Christians and Muslims who see this stuff to be able to have these conversations without the malice, without the, we got to one-up you,
Right.
yada, yada, yada.
I agree.
Your style, I love your style because it's, you can joke with me,
Right.
and I will never take it personal. You can say little stuff that I know it's not
Right.
like evil or malice.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's funny to me.
And look, I want good for you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want any Muslim attacking you. I wouldn't want any Muslims using violence against you. I tell all the Muslims out there, look, we can have civil discussions. People that resort to making little clips of personal insults at home when they're sitting in their bathrooms, like your buddy Sam, I don't support that. Like I'm here, me and him can sit face to face and have a civil discussion without calling anybody's mom's names and things like people do, because I don't think that's Christian-like, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, so that's why I like art decorum. That's
Right.
why I like art decorum, and I hope people can learn from it.
Me too.
And so that's what I'm trying to grow that.
Cool.
So I had a question
Go for it.
about the Messiah.
All right.
So from the Islamic perspective,
Okay.
what does Messiah mean?
So you're talking about Masih, right? Masih is like a messenger, somebody who comes to guide people and to bring them a message and be basically a instrument of guidance for people, right? So for example, they have the false Messiah, Masih ad-Dajjal, right? Now he's got his own message, but his message is a false message, right? So Isa ibn Maryam, for example, he was the one that came and he guided people towards the truth, right? So he can be called a Messiah in that sense.
So my question then would be, then could Muhammad or even Noah or any of the other prophets count as being Messiah?
So in Arabic, we use two terms, right? For prophet and Rasul, right? One is Nabi and one is Rasul, right? You already know this stuff, you're good. All right, good. So every prophet who is chosen is Mustafa, right? Mustafa, like the one who's chosen, is going to be a prophet. But not every one of them will be a Rasul, right? Because Rasul gets Risala. They get a message revealed to them, right? So Islamically, yes, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ibrahim alayhi salam, because he had the Suhuf, Isa, Jesus, Ibn Maryam, those are all Rusul, and you can call them in that sense Messiahs as well.
Okay, so you can call the other prophets Messiah.
Why not?
So why aren't they called Messiah?
They are. I mean, what do you mean they're not?
So Muhammad,
Noah,
and these other prophets, they're called Messiahs?
You could call them Messiahs if you like. I mean, what do you mean they're not called?
So nowhere do we only find Jesus being identified as the Messiah.
Where?
In the Quran and
In the Quran, in a hadith, for example, when we talk about them being rusul, right? This puts them at the same thing as being a Masih, right?
Really?
Yeah, somebody who's bringing a message.
Okay, so what is the reference for that? Like,
Sure,
is it in the Quran or a hadith where you can equate a Rasul, like you said?
Sure, to a Messiah.
Messiah.
No problem. This is a Christian missionary tactic. This guy sits and watches our videos for more than a year, just sits there, prepares to bring an off-the-wall random question to try to misconstrue ideas. Because they cannot prove the divinity of Jesus from their own books, what they try to do is they say, oh, look, Jesus, Isa, has been called Masih. That's a title he's been given, meaning the anointed or the chosen. So he says, oh, this means that he's different from all the other prophets. And to the ignorant Muslim, they will try to then make this seem as if Jesus is divine, peace and blessings be upon him, as a prophet. He's a prophet. But this is a random question that they try to use as a tactic. So we're going to give them evidences. We're not just about debates. I will take all the books to the park to show them. But I know from past experiences with Wood and others, when you take the books and evidences, they just run away. And I know this missionary is going to do the same thing. So I'm going to scan and put those evidences in this video as well, so that any other missionary that tries to fool or trick a Muslim, the Muslims will have these evidences to show them. So what does al-Masih mean? Here from al-Ma'ani, from the famous Arabic dictionary, it shows al-Masih, it is somebody who's anointed, somebody who is blessed, somebody who is a king or a prophet. It can be used for prophets generally. Now, let's look at the evidences from their own books, from the Bible. I will give evidences from the Quran, from a hadith, but I'll also give evidence from their own book. If we look at Psalms, this is pre-Jesus, this is Old Testament, right? Here in Psalms 1850, you will see the word Masih. I've highlighted it. Masih being used for Dawood, for David, and his progeny that is to come, his descendants, that will be prophets like Solomon and so on. So here, Masih, the same word that he's like, oh, never been used except for Jesus, is being shown in his own book. And you will see it used for Cyrus. In fact, you will see it used all over the Old Testament, being used for other than Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him. Now this Psalms 105:15, this is very clear. It shows the plural sense being used for prophets. And it says, do not touch my anointed one. This is the Musahi. This is the one who is Masih. And then he explains that do my prophets no harm, showing that this word Masih is used for prophets. Now, if he wants evidence from the Quran, we'll give evidence from the Quran. This is from Tafsir al-Tabari, and this is an evidence-based tafsir, not an opinion-based, it's based athar, right? Here, when the word Masih is used, Ibn al-Waqi', his hadith with the chain, he explained this word from his father, Yani al-Waqi' ibn Jarrah, from Sufyan, from Mansur, from Ibrahim al-Nakhai, who explains the word Masih to mean a Siddiq, those that are truthful, and those that are anointed with barakah, meaning those that were prophets. In fact, in the evidence-based, now again, this is evidence-based tafsir, Ma'thur, it shows that Ibrahim al-Nakhai and Hasan al-Basri explained this word to mean those that were blessed, those that were chosen. Now, the ulama of Islam, based on these evidences, have said that Masih is a word that is used as a title, as it was for Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, but it can be used, يَقْصُدْ بِهِ كُلُّ النَّبِي. It can be referenced to any prophet. And what is the ma'nahu, what is the meaning? Al-Mukhtar min Allah, the one who is chosen by Allah. This is the evidence-based response. All right. You gonna give me some time, look up some books, or?
Yeah.
All right. No, but you just came out here from nowhere, right? Like you didn't ask me to look this up or anything, right?
Yeah.
So you got a question, no problem. Come back next Sunday. We'll bring you some books.